Hey there, our next Schoology tool is how to get parent access codes. So we want this because if parents can connect with their child in Schoology, they can see updates, they can see their Schoology calendar, they can see due dates, they can see all this important information. It's a much bigger picture of a student's coursework rather than just seeing the grade in PowerSchool and just seeing the attendance in PowerSchool. Schoology shows you why that grade is that way. So how do we do this? Well, teachers have to provide the access code for each student. So here's how we do that. I'm going to choose a course of mine. I'm going to go to Mr. Spradlin's course. And I always did this at the beginning of the year. I went into my course, you click members, and you see all the students in my class will pop up here. So at the beginning of the year, when I sent home my expectations, my grading rules, all those letters we all send out at the beginning of the year, I also put something in there about Schoology, and I wrote each kid's unique student access code on their letter to go home as well. Now, in elementary, where you have 30 kids or so, that's not too bad. Call them all up, write their little code on there, give them their letter. In middle school, you only need to do this once. So if a kid has 6 or 7 classes, only one teacher needs to do this, and the parents can connect to all classes. So as a science teacher, I brought my kids up. I spent one day where we were doing vocabulary, something else. I brought them up one at a time, wrote their parent access code, and then gave it to them. And because I did that, their parents were connected in all of their classes. So keep that in mind. You'll also notice right here that Susie Schoology already has a parent connected to her. That's what you'll see when a parent has connected and can see that student's Schoology stuff. Johnny doesn't have that yet. So we get that, teachers, by clicking the parent access code link over here to the right. And that's going to ask us to download a spreadsheet. When that spreadsheet pops up, the first thing I do is expand this middle column here, and it will show us our parent access code. There's a unique code for each student. So you need to provide that for each student. And again, you only need to do it once, not for every single course, every single subject. So that's how we get that parent access code. Write it on that letter, give it to parents early in the year or whenever you're ready to do this. One question that comes up is, well, what can parents see? Parents see a view-only view of what their kids are doing. So they see the due dates, they see the assignments, they can see what the kids have turned in, they can see the kids' grades. They can't participate in discussions, they can't turn in stuff for the student, and they can't see other folks' work. So they're literally able to see what their kids see. And it's a great way to check in and make sure your student is doing what they're supposed to. In the digital world, sometimes what they're doing seems hidden over on that machine, and this allows you as a parent to kind of peek in and see what's due, when it's due, and what's going on in that class. Parent access.